In the shadows of history lies a secret so powerful that governments have kept it locked away for over 80 years. Nikola Tesla, the brilliant mind who gave us wireless electricity and modern power systems, documented something that changed everything we thought we knew about reality itself. What he discovered was so extraordinary that the FBI seized all his papers the moment he died, classifying them as top-secret national security documents. Before we dive deeper into this incredible story, take a moment to tell us where you're watching from in the comments below. Your engagement helps us reach more truth seekers around the world. And if this content opens your mind to new possibilities, please hit that like button and subscribe for more hidden knowledge that they don't want you to discover. Tesla wasn't just an electrical genius. He was a man who saw beyond the physical world. While others focused on wires and circuits, Tesla understood that electricity was just one small piece of a much larger puzzle. He spent countless hours in deep meditation, exploring states of consciousness that most people never experience. What he found during these spiritual journeys would shake the foundations of science and reality. On a cold night in January 1893, while working in his laboratory, Tesla experienced something that defied all logic and scientific understanding. As he sat in quiet meditation after hours of intense electrical experiments, something incredible happened. Tesla later wrote in his private journals that he felt a sudden vibration throughout his entire body, unlike anything he had ever experienced before. It started as a gentle humming sensation, similar to standing near one of his electrical generators. But this was different. This vibration seemed to come from within his very soul. As the sensation grew stronger, Tesla described feeling as though his consciousness was being lifted out of his physical body. He could see himself sitting in the laboratory chair, but he was also floating above, observing from a completely different perspective. This wasn't a dream or hallucination. Tesla was experiencing what mystics throughout history have called astral projection, the ability of the consciousness to separate from the physical body and travel through other dimensions of reality. During this extraordinary experience, Tesla found himself in what he described as a realm of pure energy and light. Everything around him pulsed with the same vibrational frequency he had been studying in his electrical work. But here, in this spiritual dimension, he could see the true nature of energy itself. It wasn't just about positive and negative charges or alternating currents. Energy was alive, conscious, and connected to something far greater than anything he had imagined. In this ethereal realm, Tesla encountered what he could only describe as beings of pure consciousness. These entities communicated with him not through words, but through direct transmission of knowledge and understanding. They showed him visions of the universe that revealed the deep connections between all things. Tesla saw how every atom, every star, every living being was connected through invisible threads of energy that vibrated at specific frequencies. The beings revealed to Tesla that consciousness itself was a form of energy that could transcend the physical limitations of matter. They showed him how thoughts and intentions could directly influence the material world through these energetic connections. This wasn't just philosophical speculation. It was practical knowledge that would revolutionize everything humanity understood about reality. Tesla spent what felt like hours in this spiritual dimension, though only minutes had passed in his physical laboratory. The beings taught him about the true nature of wireless energy transmission. They showed him that energy could be transmitted not just through the air, but through the fabric of space and time itself. This knowledge would later inspire his most ambitious projects, including his attempts to provide free wireless electricity to the entire world. As his consciousness returned to his physical body, Tesla felt forever changed. The experience had shown him that science and spirituality weren't separate disciplines. They were different ways of understanding the same fundamental truths about the universe. Everything he had learned about electricity and magnetism was just scratching the surface of a much deeper reality where consciousness and energy danced together in perfect harmony. Tesla immediately began documenting his experience in detailed notes, describing not just what he had seen, but the scientific implications of his spiritual journey. He wrote about how the vibrational frequencies he encountered in the astral realm corresponded to specific electromagnetic frequencies in the physical world. He began to understand that his electrical inventions were actually tapping into the same universal energy field that he had experienced during his out-of-body journey. This revelation led Tesla to develop some of his most groundbreaking theories about wireless power transmission and communication. He realized that the Earth itself was like a giant electrical circuit, pulsing with natural frequencies that could be harnessed and amplified. His famous Colorado Springs experiments were directly inspired by what he had learned during his spiritual experience. He was trying to tap into the same universal energy field that the conscious beings had shown him. But Tesla's spiritual awakening went beyond just technical innovations. He began to see himself as a bridge between the physical and spiritual worlds, someone chosen to bring advanced knowledge to humanity. He believed that his inventions were gifts from higher dimensions, meant to help elevate human consciousness and free people from the limitations of primitive technology. The beings had warned Tesla that this knowledge was dangerous in the wrong hands. They showed him visions of how wireless energy technology could be weaponized, used to create devastating weapons that could destroy entire cities from thousands of miles away. This knowledge troubled Tesla deeply, and he became increasingly secretive about his most advanced research. Tesla's spiritual experience also revealed to him the interconnected nature of all consciousness. He saw how individual minds were connected to a universal field of awareness, what he called the cosmic reservoir of knowledge. This understanding influenced his belief that all human minds could eventually tap into this collective consciousness, sharing knowledge and wisdom instantaneously across any distance. As years passed, Tesla continued to have similar spiritual experiences, each one revealing new layers of understanding about the relationship between consciousness and physical reality. He learned meditation techniques that allowed him to access these higher dimensions at will, using these journeys to solve complex engineering problems and develop new inventions. During one particularly profound experience in 1899, Tesla claimed to have made contact with intelligent beings from other planets. These entities communicated with him through the same electromagnetic frequencies he was studying, confirming his theory that consciousness could travel through space using energy waves. This experience convinced Tesla that wireless communication could eventually connect Earth with other inhabited worlds throughout the universe. Tesla documented all of these experiences in a series of private journals, writing in code to protect the information from those who might misuse it. He described detailed techniques for achieving astral projection, methods for communicating with higher dimensional beings, and scientific explanations for how consciousness could influence physical matter through focused intention and proper understanding of vibrational frequencies. The most remarkable aspect of Tesla's spiritual documentation was his claim that he had been given blueprints for technologies that wouldn't be needed by humanity for many decades. The beings had shown him designs for devices that could manipulate gravity, transmit matter through space, and even allow human consciousness to permanently transcend physical limitations. These technologies were so advanced that Tesla realized humanity wasn't ready for them. Tesla's spiritual experiences also revealed the true purpose behind his famous number obsessions, particularly his fascination with the numbers 3, 6, and 9. During his astral journeys, the conscious beings had shown him that these numbers represented fundamental vibrational frequencies that governed the structure of reality itself. Understanding these numerical relationships was key to unlocking the deepest secrets of the universe. As Tesla aged, his spiritual experiences became even more intense and frequent. He claimed that the beings were preparing him for a final revelation, something so profound that it would completely transform human understanding of life, death, and the nature of existence. But Tesla died before he could fully document this ultimate knowledge. When Tesla passed away on January 7, 1943, in his room at the New Yorker Hotel, government agents moved swiftly to secure all of his personal belongings and research materials. Within hours of his death, the FBI, working with the Office of Alien Property, seized everything from Tesla's room, over 2 truckloads of documents, equipment, and personal effects. The official reason given was national security during wartime. Tesla had been working on advanced weapon systems, including his famous death ray, that could allegedly destroy aircraft from hundreds of miles away. But hidden among Tesla's technical papers were his spiritual journals, containing detailed accounts of his astral projection experiences and communications with otherworldly beings. Dr. John Trump, an electrical engineer from MIT and uncle of future President Donald Trump, was assigned to evaluate Tesla's papers. His official report stated that most of Tesla's work was speculative and contained nothing of immediate military value. But this public assessment was deliberately misleading. The most sensitive documents, including Tesla's spiritual journals, were immediately classified at the highest levels of government secrecy. The classified files contained information that challenged everything mainstream science believed about consciousness, reality, and humanity's place in the universe. Tesla's detailed descriptions of astral projection, his communications with advanced beings, and his theories about consciousness as a form of transmittable energy were deemed too dangerous for public knowledge. Government officials feared that releasing Tesla's spiritual research could destabilize religious institutions, challenge existing power structures, and inspire dangerous experimentation by amateur researchers. More concerning was Tesla's claim that he had been given advanced technologies by otherworldly beings, technologies that could revolutionize warfare, energy production, and human capabilities. Tesla's journals described not just personal spiritual experiences, but practical techniques that others could potentially use to achieve similar states of consciousness. He had documented step-by-step methods for astral projection, meditation practices for contacting higher dimensional beings, and even frequency-based technologies that could enhance psychic abilities and expand human consciousness. The government's concern was justified. Tesla's spiritual techniques, if widely practiced, could potentially give individuals access to information and abilities that challenged government control over knowledge and technology. Imagine if ordinary citizens could project their consciousness to spy on secret military installations, or if they could receive advanced technological knowledge directly from otherworldly sources. For decades, Tesla's spiritual documents remained buried in classified government vaults. Researchers and Tesla enthusiasts filed countless Freedom of Information Act requests, but the government consistently denied having any spiritual or consciousness-related materials among Tesla's papers. They claimed that only technical documents existed, and that most of those had been returned to Tesla's family. But the truth was far different. Deep within government black projects, Tesla's spiritual research was being studied and developed. Military remote viewing programs like the CIA's Project Stargate drew heavily on Tesla's documented techniques for consciousness projection. Scientists working on classified programs used Tesla's theories about the relationship between consciousness and electromagnetic fields to develop technologies that remain secret to this day. Tesla's influence on modern spirituality and consciousness research extends far beyond what most people realize. His documented experiences provided scientific credibility to concepts that had previously been dismissed as pure mysticism. Tesla showed that astral projection, telepathic communication, and interaction with non-physical beings could be understood and explained through advanced physics and electromagnetic theory. Many of today's leading consciousness researchers trace their work back to Tesla's pioneering insights. His understanding that consciousness operates through specific frequency patterns has inspired decades of research into brain wave entrainment, meditation technology, and devices designed to enhance psychic abilities. Tesla essentially created the scientific foundation for what would later become the human potential movement. The beings that Tesla encountered during his spiritual journeys provided him with knowledge that was centuries ahead of his time. They showed him that the universe was far more complex and interconnected than anyone imagined. Consciousness wasn't produced by the brain, it was a fundamental force of nature that could exist independently of physical matter. These advanced beings revealed to Tesla that humanity was on the verge of a great evolutionary leap, a transformation that would eventually allow humans to transcend physical limitations and exist as pure consciousness. But this evolution required a fundamental shift in how humans understood reality, moving beyond the purely materialistic worldview that dominated scientific thinking. Tesla's spiritual experiences also revealed disturbing information about certain factions of human government and industry that were actively suppressing advanced technologies and spiritual knowledge. The beings warned Tesla that powerful interests on Earth were determined to keep humanity trapped in primitive states of consciousness and technological development. This suppression wasn't just about controlling energy technology or military weapons. It was about preventing humanity from discovering its true spiritual nature and cosmic connections. Tesla realized that his wireless energy technology was just one small step toward the ultimate goal, helping humanity evolve into a more advanced, spiritually aware species. The classified nature of Tesla's spiritual research represents one of the greatest cover-ups in human history. Governments around the world possess documented evidence that consciousness can transcend physical limitations, that humans can communicate with advanced non-physical beings, and that reality itself is far more malleable than conventional science admits. This suppressed knowledge has profound implications for every aspect of human life. If Tesla's spiritual discoveries were made public, they would revolutionize medicine, education, psychology, and our understanding of human potential. People would realize that they possess capabilities far beyond what they've been taught to believe. Tesla's work shows that the separation between science and spirituality is artificial. Advanced physics and mystical experience are describing the same underlying reality from different perspectives. Tesla bridged these worlds, using scientific methodology to explore spiritual dimensions and bringing back practical knowledge that could benefit all of humanity. The fact that this information remains classified after more than 80 years demonstrates the profound threat it poses to existing power structures. Tesla's spiritual research doesn't just challenge scientific materialism. It offers humanity a path to freedom from the limitations that keep people controlled and dependent on external authorities. Today, as more people awaken to their spiritual nature and seek to expand their consciousness, Tesla's suppressed research becomes increasingly relevant. His documented techniques for astral projection and communication with higher dimensional beings offer practical methods for those ready to explore beyond the boundaries of ordinary reality. Tesla understood that consciousness evolution is not just an individual journey. It's a collective transformation that will eventually elevate all of humanity. His spiritual experiences showed him that we are not alone in the universe, and that advanced beings are actively working to help humanity achieve its full potential. The time may finally be coming when Tesla's complete spiritual legacy can be revealed to the world. As governments slowly release more classified documents, and as human consciousness continues to expand, the profound truths that Tesla discovered may finally see the light of day. Tesla's greatest invention wasn't the alternating current motor or wireless transmission technology. His greatest discovery was proof that human consciousness is unlimited, that we are spiritual beings temporarily experiencing physical reality, and that we have the power to transcend every limitation that has been placed upon us. The classified files documenting Tesla's spiritual experiences represent more than just hidden history. They contain the keys to humanity's future evolution. When this knowledge is finally released, it will mark the beginning of a new chapter in human development, one where science and spirituality unite to unlock the full potential of human consciousness. Tesla saw this future during his spiritual journeys, a time when humanity would no longer be limited by physical constraints or dependent on primitive technologies. He saw a world where consciousness itself became the primary tool for exploration, communication, and creation. That world is closer than most people realize, and Tesla's suppressed research may be the catalyst that finally brings it into reality. If you found this revelation as mind-opening as we intended, please share it with others who are ready to question everything they've been told about reality. Hit that like button to help us reach more truth seekers, and make sure to subscribe for more suppressed knowledge that continues to shape our understanding of what's truly possible. The truth about Tesla's spiritual discoveries is just the beginning of what awaits those brave enough to look beyond the veil of official history.